Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Fran of Frantastic Pins and it is Vlogmas. Today we are kicking off one of a few of my Vlogmas series, and this series is going to be called Pin Tours, and essentially we will be going through all of my pin books and all of the different collections of pins that I have. I typically don't like to store all of my pins on pin boards. I do have two back here that I do for kind of like display purposes, but majority of my pins are stored in books just because it's cleaner and I can store more and own more pins that way. And so today we're going to kick off that series by going over one or two books, and there will be many more episodes to come over the course of Vlogmas. So I hope you enjoy today's video. So today I thought, why not start with my Mickey, Minnie, and Park Pins book. So this book right here is my Mickey Mouse book. Let's take a closer look at it. So this is the front page. I decided to use the Mickey pin or the Mickey letter pins from the 90th celebration downtown Disney last year. I was so stoked to get that set. And then all around his name we have a lot of Minnie and Mickey pins of them together and some, staple Mickey Mouse pins as well. Again, as we go through these books, if you have any questions about any one particular pin, feel free to drop it in a comment below so I can get you more details on those. But as you can see, we do have a mixture of some hidden Mickeys as well as Mickey and Minnie pins of them together. I really love this kind of stamp slash postcard looking set. I took forever to find the Wish You Were Here pin, this last one, but I'm so glad I have it. It just made a really great completion to this front page. These next pages are going to be kind of a hodgepodge of pins. Right here I have basically all the year pins of years that I've been to the parks, and I was kind of trying to rotate like Mickey and Minnie pins. So that's that. And then here we just have a bunch of random Disneyland 60th celebration, Disneyland, California Adventure, Mickey and Minnie pins that I really like. This will probably get reorganized when I feel like I'm closer to being done collecting Minnie and Mickey, but right now it's kind of an endless collection. So yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. One thing I do want to note, especially once we start getting into hidden Mickey pins, like this one here, it's just not authentic. I definitely think it's a scrapper or a fake. When my husband and I started collecting hidden Mickeys, we weren't that educated on it. We definitely were still learning how to spot fakes and scrappers. So we do have a lot of hidden Mickeys in this book that might not be authentic or tradable. And you'll definitely see that once we get to that page. But here are pins that are, for the most part, authentic. I bought them straight from the parks or a Disney store or traded it with someone who was at the parks. And then this page is just kind of like the overflow page of Disneyland, Disney store pins that I couldn't fit on the previous page. And these pins have actually been featured in some recent Pin Mail Monday videos, so they'll probably look familiar to you if you've been following along on the channel. I really do love this New York one. I might start kind of like a small New York section pins of Minnie and Mickey. This next page is a lot of fun. It's all of my attraction pins. They're all on one page for now. I don't know if they'll end up separating, but here we have Fantasmic on this upper left corner. I really do love this show at Disneyland. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see it when I was at Disney World. This pin here is a spinner. This pin here is pin on pin. So we got a lot of Sorcerer Mickey and Maleficent action there. Right next to that collection, we have Hollywood Tower of Terror, which is weirdly enough one of my favorite thrill rides at Disney. I was really sad when they took it away from California Adventure, but it is what it is, and luckily it's still there at Hollywood Studios, so I got to ride that last year when I was at the parks. And then right below
Tower of Terror, we have this little mini Indiana Jones collection. This is my husband Jacob's favorite ride, and I love these ones with Mickey, especially this one here where you can move Mickey hanging in front of the boulder. And then of course at the bottom left we have the start of my cutesy Jungle Cruise collection. I do have a few to add here from some swaps, but I'll have to do that when I go back to reorganizing. So here's the page that I was talking about. It's basically Scrapper Central. All these like park outfits, super known to be faked. Lots of scrappers out there, but Jacob and I wanted to collect them anyway. These are very nostalgic of when we started trading, and so, you know, if we ever decide to get rid of those pins, we won't trade them out. We'll probably like give them to a seller who is doing like art crafts. Maybe we'll turn them into magnets ourselves, I don't know, but we'll definitely not put them back into circulation, but for now they'll stay in our collections. This second page of Hidden Mickeys, however, was when we were a little more educated, and so these ones we know are not scrappers. They're also very recent ones. We love these duos. And then here at the bottom I have like a mini snack pins collection, and then this, I don't know what happened here, but we ended up finding all the Winnie the Pooh Hidden Mickeys, so we just decided to make that part of our collections. Now we're moving on to Minnie Mouse, and so Minnie Mouse does have her own single collection. This is in a smaller crack and trade book. This is their old Shark Tank, but here on the front I have just a hodgepodge of solo Minnie pins. I have Minnie dressed as Ariel from Little Mermaid and Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. Those are kind of like my two favorite collections, my first two collections, and then we have Minnie in some other costumes, and then the rest of this book is basically the Minnie's Main Attraction collection. So luckily I've been able to stay up to date on all of these pins. I do have Dumbo and Jungle Cruise on the way. They just aren't in the book just yet, so I'll have to get back to that when I do another round of pin organizing. So there you go. And this last book here is Kraken Meg, and these we're using some Kraken dividers to put some Park LEs or Park Limited Edition pins in here in their dividers. So these are some series from last year, and then a few series from this year, and then yeah, some pins from our trip to Walt Disney World last year. I wanted to get a pin from every park. And let's take a closer look. So the first series that I am in love with is the Pin Trading Pop-Up Book series. These are the books that I wanted to keep for my collection. And then moving over to vintage vinyl. I didn't get to collect all the vinyls I wanted. Bambi was the first one we found in the parks, and then Peter Pan was just, I think again we were at the parks that year. Enchanted Emblems was the majority Shop Disney release this year, so I probably wouldn't have picked this up if they weren't on Shop Disney, but there you go. And then this King Arthur's Carousel Disneyland 65th pin. And then again, I think from 2018, we have the iHeart Gaming series, and then I picked up the ones that I just wanted for my collection, and then Earth Day for COVID this year, and then some memorabilia or memory pins from the years we were at the parks. This Tokyo pin was actually a gift from my friend Lorenzo, and then this page is basically a pin from every park we visited. And then again, Aulani, these two Aulani pins were a gift from one of my friends at work who went to Aulani for his birthday last year. He picked up some pins for me. He's a real homie. Thank you, John.
Alright friends, welcome back. It is day 3 of Vlogmas. Again, I got my Christmas sweater on, I got my Christmas ears on, and now it is time to get our pin advent calendar and look for box number 3. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Alright, so here's box number 3. Let's go ahead and pull, whoa, this one's snug. Pull the drawer out and pull the pin out. Alright, here we go. Oh, I think this is a gingerbread. Boom, yay, this is one of the Star Wars gingerbreads, and we have Master Yoda. This is a pretty decent sized pin and it's going to be a fun one to add to our Christmas collection. There he is. So we are 3 days into Vlogmas. If you're looking forward to the rest of the Vlogmas pins, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and I'll see you at our next video. Until then, have a fantastic day.